very recently, I have noticed that a lot of my single friends are just really, really worried when they like a guy and they don't, get liked back. So I want to do this video to just encourage people to do a few tips when they feel like they like someone and they do not like them back, and this goes for both men and women. First thing that you need to do is to forget about that person. If you have tried and tried and tried to feel good, to feel okay with the fact that this person does not like you yet, or maybe will never like you, you need to forget about them and focus on self-care. If you are someone like me who just, handles rejection very, very poorly, and your crush or the person that you're in love with just is not reciprocating, you need to really take care of yourself. So forget about that person and act as if your very best friend is heartbroken, is needing a hug, is needing to get cheered up, and that person is you. Now, I do believe that you should seek out friends, seek out family to help you feel better, but I think learning to treat yourself like your best friend is a very important skill, and you should take this opportunity to treat yourself, but emotionally. So first thing I would do is just think of the things that normally help. For me, I love to laugh. I sometimes will just put on a stand-up comedian that I like. Hopefully it's something that I've never heard before, so like a new comedy special. I will go for a walk or go on the treadmill to blow off steam, and even if it's just going for a light walk, that negative energy that you have in your body, it does get out in some way. And I remember one time I had a fight with a family member, and I was so riled up and so upset that I purposely, I went to my personal trainer, and I had the most difficult workout that I've ever had. And by the time I got home, I was too tired to care about the fight. And that's what you want. If you're able to do that, and you're willing to, exhaust yourself in the gym, go for a run, go for a really hard hike, and let all that yucky stuff that you're feeling just put it in your workout. Something else, a lot of people confuse self-esteem with uh, something that we need to kind of have, but there is this TED Talk, and I'll put the link down below, that what we really should be seeking is self-compassion. Now, self-compassion, unlike self-esteem, is actually non-competitive. It doesn't depend on other people. You're not rating yourself amongst other people. So self-compassion is literally when you are having a hard time, treat yourself like your best friend. Literally, like, place your hand over your heart or hug yourself, and it will literally help. It has a healing component. Draw a bath for yourself. Do your hair, like clean yourself. Just be your own best friend. And if you're gonna turn to comfort food, I suggest Halo Top ice cream. I don't really like the vegan stuff, but they are low in calories. I like the stuff that has dairy, and it's only 360 calories max for a pint, so you don't feel too bad. But what I recommend, if you're feeling super bad and you just want comfort food, you kind of want that sugar, just go to the store and buy grapes, like a package of grapes, and you can go to town on it. Grapes are filled with water and they fill you up like crazy, and they taste good, and you won't be treating yourself badly. So be very careful with comfort foods, because it's actually a way of hurting yourself if you do it wrong. If you don't want grapes, at least go for something that you know is not that bad, like Halo Top ice cream. No, they're not paying me to plug this. Something else, when you spend that time with yourself, showing self-compassion, hugging yourself, another thing that really helps me is if I'm in a setting where I can't really be upset, but I need to let these feelings out. The key is letting those feelings out. You can go to a bathroom, go to a closet, and just have a good cry. And you'll be surprised sometimes when you let yourself, have the floor to just be emotional and cry a few times. You'll feel better within 5 minutes. Now, sometimes it can be hours, it can be days before you feel better and you feel like you're doing this uncontrollable crying. What I recommend is really writing everything Now, studies show that when you take a pen or pencil to paper, both sides of your brain are actually working, and it has a better healing component. And a lot of people would just start typing on their phone or maybe writing a letter on their laptops. But if you can and you're willing to and you want to really just heal and be able to function, um, despite feeling so sad inside, really try and take a pen or pencil to paper, and it really does make a difference. Um, and there are different exercises you can do. You can write 10 things that you're grateful for, 10 things that you like about yourself, 10 things that you love about yourself. And then just writing what your actual feelings are, and do not water down what you're feeling. I don't recommend sending this letter to anyone, but just really like writing down everything, and you leave all those feelings on paper, and it has been proven to be really, really healing. Now, I've been able to heal many relationships this way, and it's something I definitely recommend if you are in a stage 5, like you are so distraught over this person not loving you back or liking you back. Now, after you've done some of these steps, after you have proven to yourself that you can take care of yourself a little bit, then I would reach out to family. If you have a good relationship with your family, maybe an older brother or sister that you just have that natural best friend thing with, I would reach out to them, and be clear. You can say, I just need to vent, or hey, I need some advice, or both. And you should know the people in your world well enough to know that who you can ask for advice and who can give you a lending ear. So if family really isn't an option for you, I would go to friends, and friends are your family that you get to choose. I wouldn't go around and spread it to everyone, but maybe just one person. If you want to have a girls' night, you can kind of say, I've been feeling kind of bummed. I don't want to get into it, but I need to be around people, and that tends to help. Having people around you that love you serves as a reminder that you are lovable, that you are one of a kind, and that you deserve love in your life. Even though things aren't going your way, that person just isn't for you, maybe. Or maybe it's just not the right time for you guys. So these are some of the things that I have done to help me out. And trust me, I know how painful it is. It's very painful. So the next step that I think really helped me in my life, I was around 16 years old, and I never had like a real boyfriend. I had one of those like note boyfriends. Note boyfriends are like when you pass notes to your friend and then they give the boy you like a note, and then you guys are going out but you never actually talk. I had those boyfriends when I was little, but when I was 16 there was a boy I really liked, and he liked everyone but me. And so I was watching TV, and I will put down below where I got this from, but I heard this quote that said, you cannot make someone love you. It's up to you to perfect your love, and it's up to them to realize your worth. And so if you caught anything from that, I hope it is that you can control the love that you give. You can perfect it. And it doesn't just mean to this person who, isn't really reciprocating those romantic feelings towards you. You can perfect the love you give to your dog, the love you give to your friend, the love you give to your mom. And when you spend that energy perfecting, how you give to others, it will return to you tenfold. People will be so appreciative. And so, yes, down the line, that crush or that person that you're really caring about and wish to have a romantic future with, you do perfect the love you give them. And part of that means being okay with them not choosing you, at least for now. And so when I was 16, I came across this quote. I really just cared about being a good friend to this person, helping them with their homework if they asked. I didn't let them walk all over me, but just being really nice, and just being there if they needed it. And I think they noticed, and we did end up dating, but I know that doesn't always work like that. But when we ended up dating, I didn't feel like, oh, now this hole in my heart is full. I felt more like this is a nice bonus. I already feel so happy. I'm making my relationships better, and this is like a cherry on top that I get to date this person. And I really did work on perfecting the love I showed them. I was really good friends with them, and after some time, if that person doesn't realize, like, whoa, like this person is so nice and great and they're so loving, you should just move on.